Peace, peace. This is Instructor Yasir. I just had a thought earlier in the day and I wrote it down in my notepad to make sure that I shared it with you guys today. Did you know that running is a self-defense technique? Yes, yes, yes. Running, running away from a bad situation is a self-defense technique. Yep. Now, I know that, in this industry, in this arena or whatever, you got a lot of super tough guys out here that will teach you how to do every uh, eye gouge and, wedge hand to the throat. And you're going to use your elbows and your knees and, locks and holds and the newest, well, not the newest, but the most, effective Brazilian jiu-jitsu technique to get out of a situation. But people don't talk about just running away. Just running away. People don't talk about running away because of the ego. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to deal with the fact that, you probably could have just ran away out of that situation or walked away, but your ego wouldn't let you do it. And people get killed based on their ego. So running is a self-defense technique. Now, this also ties into the episode that I did when I talk about fitness for self-defense. Make sure you check out that episode. My audio is a little, funny on that, but, hey. Because on there, I'm talking about how your fitness is the foundation upon which all other self-defense skills are built. Like, if you don't have a certain level of fitness, how you going to fight, your way out of a situation, or how are you going to run, away from a situation? If you find yourself, in an alley, and matter of fact, I mean, if we're dealing with a legal situation for self-defense, where you happen to draw your weapon and fire in self-defense, when this goes to the court of law, this is one of the things that's going to be discussed is, did you have a way to escape? Did you have a way to escape that situation and run away, walk away, what have you, without having to resort to violence? This is something that's going to be discussed in your case. So look at running as a viable self-defense technique. If you're outnumbered, if somebody has a weapon, or, if you just don't want to fight, if you don't have to fight, just run away. Get out of there. Now here, look, I'm going to be transparent with you guys. Can I say that if I'm in a situation, and it's mano a mano, one-on-one, will my ego not swell up and say, you know what, let me see if I can put all this training to use. You know what I mean? I can't say that, I haven't been faced with a situation quite like that, as of yet. So, I can't say, I can't say if I'm faced with a real situation and it's one-on-one and I got the opportunity to just run away, will I be able to be mature and wise enough to keep my ego in check and just exit the situation, right? Because look, every time you get into a fight, you never know how that's going to turn out. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what anybody tells you. You can know your heart as a person, like for me, I know my heart. I know I'm tough. I know that whoever decides to get into a situation with me, they're not going to have an easy go. You're not going to have an easy go. I also know my training. I know how hard I worked in my training. And I know my skill level, right? But I still don't know what the outcome of that fight is going to be. I don't know what the other person's got. I don't know what their skill level is. I don't know what their level of training is. I don't know what their heart is like. I don't know what variables might come into play. I don't know who they might have with them. I don't know if they maybe got a concealed weapon that I don't know about. It's so many different variables. You know what I mean? It's so many different variables to a fight, to a self-defense situation that are unpredictable. So you never know what's going to happen with that situation. So, and we're not talking about sport here on this podcast. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a real life self-defense situation where you feel threatened, or somebody that you are in care of, a friend or a family member that's with you, feels threatened, and you need to make a decision to fight or flight. And both of those are viable options, fight or flight. So if you can get out of a situation, guys, don't be scared to run. Running is a self-defense technique. And stay safe, guys. When in doubt, train. Peace.